Ladies and gentlemen, just sorting out the streaming of Smug Vs Elevate, round 1 of the TCC. Just getting home after a couple of beers actually, so let's see how we go with this. Should be a rather enjoyable match to watch, to be quite honest. A couple of the top ranking teams. Where are we? Okay. Where are we? TCC obviously stands for the Conquest Cup. Okay. Where are we? TCC obviously stands for the Conquest Cup. There I am talking to myself. Stands for the Conquest Cup. Myself. So far there's only a couple of people that have actually joined in. I'm just waiting for them all to figure out where they're supposed to be going. And where it is, they should be on the actual team boards. Okay. Highlights, this guy killed himself there by the looks of it. Let's give it 5, folks, while the guys just sort themselves out. This is the first round of the TCC, which is the Conquest Cup, held by the Anzacs. The first level, obviously, Eamons, as you can see, is pretty much just so that the boys can sort of sort themselves out, get themselves all together. It's a bit of a warm-up round. Eamons isn't a part of the TCC ranked matches, so it's pretty much just there for the boys to warm up, get themselves where they should be, sort everything out, and go from there. So while they do that, we'll just wait for them all to get into their squads. Bear with us, guys, while the competitors get themselves into place. Looks like we've got Zilrex sitting there in a car having a bit of a mess around. Let's see what he's up to. Where is he? No, he's not in any of those. What's he up to? What are you doing, Zilrex? Trying to drive up a wall. Yeah, okay. Anybody that's into their Battlefield or online gaming in particular would know the name Zulrex, obviously. Very, very skilled player. As far as Team Elevate goes, they're going to be quite a hard one to beat. He's obviously just messing around at the moment, realising that this is a warm-up round and he probably doesn't need to warm up. Don't know how the rest of you guys all feel about Amons. It's actually one of my favourite maps. As far as close combat goes, Amons is quite up there. What's he doing? Now he's running around. Now, Team Elevate up against Smug tonight. As far as Smug goes, I don't actually know a hell of a lot about Smug. I know Highlights is one of their players. I've seen a little bit to do with Highlights over the last couple of months, and he is definitely a force to be reckoned with. So. As always, boys are just having a bit of a muck around. Still waiting on a few to kick in. Where's my phone? Make sure everything's playing. 7:24. So we're about to kick off. Okay. Alright, just give me a second here. For some reason, the Elevate team is the only team that I can view. Why that is, I do not know. I'm just going to restart as a spectator in that round. There we go. Actually able to zoom in on Smug players now, finally. Still just messing around. Taking this time to warm up or fuck around, as it would have seemed. Not going completely to plan. Team Smug have got 28 players turning up, and Elevate have got 27 on board. What's going on there, I do not know.
Take some extra ammunition.
Slowly but surely getting more and more players in. 30 v 29 currently.
We are losing objective Freddy. We control all objectives.
Most of the enemy took hold of our positions. Victory is nearly ours. Chaps, we've taken the objective.
We have lost objective apples.
Time has been lost. The enemy's taken an objective.
So far, folks, we're just waiting on the rest of the players
We
to
have
join in.
lost objective
29 v 29 currently, which isn't a full 32 v 32, obviously. Just waiting on a bit of an explanation and how the team leaders are wanting to go about this. Currently sitting at 30 v 29, 30 on the Smug side, 29 on the Elevate side. Seeing some big names in both the crews currently, so should be a pretty decent match to watch. Once it actually kicks off, we're already 7 minutes late for the first round. Just waiting on the go-ahead from the Smug team leader.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Still no word back from the Smug team leader. I'm guessing he's not checking his phone.
We have taken objective apples.
So far, this is very one-sided. Not that that means too much at the moment. As I was saying before, this is just a warm-up round, pretty much, so that everybody can get themselves into line, make sure the teams are where they should be.
Halfway there, we have
And
the
as soon as this round finishes, the first of the ranked rounds will start. Obviously between Elevate and Team Smug. I was saying before, both
We are losing objective apples.
just organising behind the scenes here over Facebook chat, organising what the start delay for the next round is going to be, which is the first official round. Making sure that all the team leaders are aware of everything so that they can relay it to their players. (29 v 29) still. Just waiting to hear back from both team leaders on if 3 minutes is going to be enough for a start of round delay to get everybody into line. Along with the big name players that I'm seeing in both of these lists, I'm also seeing a lot of names that I haven't seen before. Whether that makes me the noob or them the noob, I'm not really sure, but as always, we try to make these competitions as fun as they can be for all parties involved, including the new players. We have a lot of people crossing over from Call of Duty and various other games, and while they're here playing Battlefield 1, I hope they're having a great time. It is a brilliant video game to play, to be honest. I'm not much of a video gamer myself until Battlefield 1 came out, and I pretty much fell in love with the concept of World War 1, which is something you don't really see. Pretty sure we've just come to an agreement on a 3 minutes delay on the start game timer. Whether or not the team leader of Smug has seen our messages yet, I'm not really sure, but if you're listening or you're sitting next to him and listening, let him know, please. Sliding in there for the kill. Not your average psycho, definitely one of the better players out there. I haven't actually seen him from this point of view so far, so that'll be good to see.
Lost objective Edward.
See what his style is and how it is that he keeps absolutely railing me every time I come across him. needless to say, good luck to each and every player on both teams. We wish you good luck, and as always, even if you don't make it through the first round,
We have taken objective Duff.
it doesn't mean you're knocked out completely, because each round consists of a total of 2 points, I do believe, if it's a clean sweep, or 1 point if it's not. So there is always the opportunity of a comeback.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Still waiting on replies.
We have lost objective Edward.
Word back from Team Elevate. 3 minutes is good with them. Mischievous Mutt. What a good name. I love it.
We have lost objective
25
Freddy.
kills, 1 death so far, with a total of 10,000 points.
We have taken objective apples. We have lost objective butter. We have lost objective Edward.
Got my phone sitting in front of me with our chat open with our team leaders between Smug and Elevate. Also, I've got the Anzac leader, James Willie, on board as well. I'm just watching over things as he is the TCC committee leader. Making sure everything is fair for all and that all should have fun playing. Meth out gamer, what are you doing, buddy?
We have taken objective Charlie. We have lost objective Charlie. We have taken objective Charlie. We have lost objective Edward.
Still quite a one-sided practice round. 460 v 830, well 840 tickets at the moment. As I was saying before, ladies and gents, quite a bunch of skillful players here. It's going to be a great match to see, and not only that, a great match to have for our first match of the TCC, which is the Conquest Cup multinational tournament for Battlefield 1 on PlayStation 4, held by the Anzacs. Obviously, if you play quite a bit of Battlefield 1, you will have seen their ANZC tags. Oh, that was a trap. Shouldn't have walked into that one, buddy.
Lost objective Duff.
Time to take it back!
We have lost objective Butter.
Captured by the enemy!
We have taken objective Duff.
Objective is ours! Keep it together, lads! That's it. Dressing, fix yourself up!
We have lost objective Edwards.
Alright, as far as that goes, practice round is just about up. We're looking at 522 tickets versus 949. So, as I was saying before, quite one-sided. Team Elevate, quite skilled. We don't know really what Team Smug are going to pull out just yet. I know a couple of their players are quite highly ranked nationally, so quite interesting to see what the Cat's going to pull out here.
Objective Freddy.
31 v 29, so it is slightly stacked in Smug's favour. Whether that's going to do them any favours or not, I'm not sure. All we can do is wait and see.
We have taken objective Freddy.
Alright, that's the practice round over. Practice round, as I was saying before, is quite one-sided. You're looking at 556 tickets versus 1,000. Not that that tells you an awful lot, considering the round was designated as a practice round, a warm-up round, if you will. Not only for all the players tonight to get themselves into line and make sure that they're on the right teams, but just to warm up, sort themselves in, make sure everything's working correctly. And as far as the game itself goes, we've got 25 seconds until the first match, the first ranked match starts. As you can see at the top as they scroll past, server settings as per TCC rules. Lower minimum player count is on. Aim assist auto rotation is off. Elite classes are off and behemoths are off. Now, as far as that goes, a lot of people are going to be probably upset. A lot of people do still use aim assist auto rotation, which... yeah, I don't really know what to say about auto rotation because a lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. Whether you do or not doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things as long as you're playing the game and having fun. But everybody has their own opinion on the matter, and that's about that. As far as that goes, with gaming competitions such as this, a lot of the time you'll find that the servers will have auto aim, auto rotation switched off purely and simply to make it more fair. A lot of the players stating that auto-rotation is an unfair advantage to the opposition, which, okay, it's very, very possible that it is. Why they don't use it, I do not know. Whoever this is, Smug YG for Huns, you're being very, very naughty. Get back in your zone. That's what I thought. Those at home watching this would have seen what I was just watching. It looks like one of the Smug players was trying to head towards capturing a flag or doing something along those lines, something that he wasn't supposed to be doing. You'll see up the top in the middle, we're at 51 seconds right now. The countdown timer is going to hit 3 minutes before anybody is allowed to spawn in a vehicle and start flying or driving, or spawning and starting to capture flags. Nobody is allowed out of their base zone. And as you can see to the left and to the right, we have the base zones. The left hand side is in red, right hand side is in blue. And aside from one Smug player being a naughty little boy, I'll just make sure I don't have any messages regarding that. Okay. Smug need to switch teams apparently. Okay, Smug, your leader has been told. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen, is Smug have spawned on the right hand side, which is the English. Now Smug are supposed to be the Germans. Okay, so Smug need to go to the left, Elevate need to go to the right, as far as I'm aware. That is the case. They're slowly swapping over. How many? That's not... Smug, if anybody is watching this, you are supposed to be on the German side. All Smug players to switch to the German side now. You have a 5-minute start delay. Bit of confusion going on here. Okay, Smug, all Smug players to the A side. A side, English. Or Elevate players to the German side, F side. Just reading messages from Scradwig. Smug all going to A side. Elevate all to the German side. Okay, still trying to sort this out, ladies and gents. Everybody's a little bit confused as to where they're supposed to be. Almost there. Team Smug, German. Team Elevate, English. 7-minute mark is the countdown. So we have 50 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen, until round 1 of the TCC, the Conquest Cup, held by the Anzacs, kicks off. Down to 30 seconds, starting off at the 7-minute mark. I'll just double check one more time. Elevate all on one side, Smug all on the other. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. That is game on, ladies and gentlemen. The first round of the TCC. The Conquest Cup held by the Anzacs. First off, we've got not your average psycho here. He's going in. He's up and down. He's just about making me sick. He's obviously looking for a bomber or two. That's what I'd be doing. Jump in, mate. Catch a ride. No. Yep, he did. There you go. Surprised to see there's not more bombers coming from the Team Smug. One of the biggest things that I'll normally see playing on this map is a big swarm of bombers coming up over top.
We have taken objective Edward.
We're only a minute into the game, still quite even. We've got 5 versus 9 tickets currently, so it is starting to pick up on the side of
We have taken objective Charlie.
Elevate. One thing's for sure, I'd hate to be a Smug player right about now. Don't get me wrong, they have some really top-notch players. But I have seen some of these Elevate players before, obviously under a different name. Elevate must be a new thing. Where they came from, I do not know, and I couldn't tell you. But they are definitely a force to be reckoned with, and this is going to be a mighty big battle for... Yeah, right, mate. I don't know what you're doing there. Let's go somewhere else. It's going to be a mighty battle for the points on round 1 of the TCC.
We have lost objective Butter.
Obviously, they're trying to prove a point. Both teams are in it for the in it to win it.
We have taken objective Charlie.
And both teams full of some pretty big names there, some quite highly ranked players, which is great to see. Great to see that the TCC has drawn such a crowd. Quite a few teams, and I can't wait to see how it goes.
We are losing objective Charlie.
43 tickets versus 80 at the 9-minute and 40-second mark. Looks like Jakey was just railed by highlights. Jakey and his team a few months ago now took out the ABF with the first official ABF 1 scrim.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Him and his team completely obliterated the competition, to be honest. It was quite embarrassing for just about anybody else that was playing against them. I don't remember the exact statistics of it all, but I do believe it was a 5v5 or thereabouts matchup, and Jakey's team absolutely railed everything that he came across. 68v 124 at the 10-minute and 40-second mark. Quite a battle going on for B here. It is heavily contested, as you can see. The blue bar obviously means that there's far less Elevate players than the opposition, but as it turns out, the bar is starting to go quite blue compared to the red side. Red side obviously showing how many enemy are there. Wow. That's a little bit hard. Keep flicking from player to player, and each one of them that I keep flicking to is already dead. B is hardly contested right now. As always, it looks like they haven't got more than a handful of eggs in each basket. They're not just going for one capture point. That would be a silly move, sending the whole team to one capture point. They're taking on quite a few more than one at a time. And as we can see, this capture point is barely contested as well. Where the Smug players are, I do not know. Oh, these are the Smug players. My bad. I do apologise.
We have lost objective butter. We have lost objective Duff. We have lost objective Edward.
Objective captured by the enemy.
We have lost objective apples.
Still decidedly one-sided here. You're looking at 149 tickets, 150 tickets versus 169 at the 13 minutes and 30-second mark. Team Elevate definitely doing quite well for themselves.
We have taken objective Edward.
As far as it stands at the moment, Smug have objective Alpha down. Looks like Elevate have Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Edward and Freddy. A bit of a whitewash so far. I'm hoping Smug can pull themselves back a little bit. Vind here is obviously coming back in after respawning.
We have taken objective butter.
That was very unlucky. We're about to see some death, I have a feeling. Oh, not quite. Interesting tactics here. I'm not much of a flyer myself. To be honest, I don't really, I don't use vehicles that often at all. Least of all planes, probably. I use the tanks more than anything else. If I have to use a vehicle, those are very interesting tactics. 14 deaths, 14 kills, 2 deaths. Obviously, switching between the HE autocannon and their 10 kilo fragmentation grenades. Dog. I'm assuming here that he's only just spawned into a tank. He's got 4 kills, 1 death, 3,700 points. He's got the option between the 57mm HE cannon and death. By the looks of that, I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Good work. But as far as Smug goes, one of their better players. Highlights. As far as his stats go, he is one of the best in the country. He's right up there in a few different things. I can't tell you the exact stats off the top of my head, but always a pleasure to watch, and I get the opportunity to sort of practice and play against him from time to time. They hold their own server, as many of these groups do. Smug definitely have some decent players in their squads. So far this round, it would appear that Elevate are the better man for the job. You're looking at 234 tickets versus 489, sorry, at the 17 and a nearly 18 minute mark. So Team Elevate are definitely winning by quite a margin. And generally, if this was any ordinary game, they would already have the behemoth on the Smug side, would have popped out well and truly by now to try and turn the tables a little bit, or at least to give them a bit of a helping hand. Obviously, as far as competition goes, behemoths are switched off, as are elite classes, as is auto-rotation aim assist. What a name, I rage 2 to max.
We have lost objective apples.
I can understand why. I play Battlefield 1 and I rage quite often myself.
Objective Edward. We have lost objective Charlie.
Yeah, quite different play styles there if you look at them. Number 1, coming first for the Team Smug, you got Bab Snas there. He's got 4 kills, 6 deaths, but he's got 8,500 points. Whereas if you look at AFT Ju Hua, whatever that is, 15 kills, 8 deaths, and 11,300 odd points. Very, very different play styles. But the scoreboard doesn't lie, and it looks like Team Elevate are taking this one out in quite a hurry. They hold every objective except for Delta currently. And it looks like Team Smug are taking out Charlie and Bravo, possibly. Bravo is quite contested, obviously, at the moment. Just watching it, it's gone red again. Are they going to hold on to Charlie or not? 284 tickets versus 656 at the 20 minutes and 38 second mark.
We have taken objective Charlie. We have lost objective Duff.
Smug Libra, 8 kills, 17 deaths. He's got the Noob Regal and he's got the Hellfighter M1911, which is one of my personal favourite handguns.
We have taken objective Apples.
Let's see what they're going to do here.
We have taken objective Freddy.
That's a lot of opposition. I would have hated to have been him then. $311 tickets versus 710 at the 21 minute 54 second mark. As far as I can see, it looks like Team Elevate is going to take this one out quite easily. I have seen bigger comebacks in the past. Whether or not this is going to be one of them, I do not know. It's a little bit too hard to say at this point in time, but I am slightly doubtful whether or not Smug will take this one out. BK Arrow. Interesting to see him as a medic actually. I've played against BK Arrow quite a number of times and I've only ever seen him as a scout. Whether or not he's doing something a little bit different for this comp, I'm not sure. Very, very skillful player. He has been accused of using mouse and keyboard before. I do not believe it myself. But yeah, as I said, very, very skillful player. It's actually great to see him from a different angle for a change. Cutting them down with the old ribeye fillet. One of the most hated guns from the French armoury as far as I can tell. Most people I play with are constantly whinging about it, considering how often they get killed by it. It must be a reasonably powerful gun with a pretty decent accuracy. That's one way to fly.
We have taken objective Duff. Objective Duff.
You gotta watch those attack planes.
We have lost objective butter.
$409 tickets versus 883 at the 25-minute and 43-second mark. This one is quite obviously swayed heavily towards Team Elevate. They've got this one well and truly in the bag. At this stage of the game, I have no qualms in saying it. Team Elevate have definitely shown superior thus far in the competition. It is only the first round in, but they are showing promising signs. Very, very skillful players. As are Team Smug, quite a handful of very highly skilled players in their crew tonight. This was obviously just not their round.
We have lost objective butter.
And Jakey playing for Team Elevate. A few months ago he was also crowned, him and his Jakey and his squad were crowned winners of the first ABF1 National Championship. He just died of a gas grenade.
We have taken objective Duff. We have lost objective Charlie.
Zilrex, another one of the extremely highly skilled players. That is game point match 469 to Team Smug. 1,000 tickets to Team... Sorry, to Team Elevate. 1,000 tickets to Team Elevate, 494 or 6. Just reading messages here for the team leaders. Team leader from Smug asking, nobody told me that lube was mandatory for this match. Oh yeah, they did pretty good. They did pretty good. I must admit they did very, very well. Okay, just instructing the team leaders to try for a 3-minute start delay. Whether or not that's going to happen, I'm not sure. I'll have a quick squiz here. So we've got 13 seconds on the board at the moment, waiting for for Team Smug and Team Elevate to switch into their respective sides. Generally, team balancing plays quite a big part in this aspect of the game. The game doesn't realise that we have two separate clans in here. It doesn't take clan tags into account. So even though we've got Team Smug and Team Elevate clearly with their platoon tags, the game actually just throws them in. It every time it starts a new round, the game will throw every name into a hat and just pick them out willy-nilly basically and throw them all in, leaving the players themselves to redistribute themselves into the actual team that they're supposed to be on. So obviously this round, being in Suez, we've got the British team, which is Team 1, and the Ottoman Empire, which is Team 2. Just corresponding with the team leaders currently. Just corresponding with the team leaders, we are aiming for a 3-minute start time. We're at 2 minutes and 30 seconds currently. Just making sure. No, we've still got one Smug player on the opposite team. Yeah, we're waiting on one Smug player, who is Mischievous Mutt. Get over to the English side. Mischievous Mutt, you are on the wrong team. What you were doing, I do not know. You're messing around, mate. So 3 minutes is up and it's not go time yet. Mutt needs to change. Just corresponding again. And he's not doing anything. He is a squad leader. You can see the star next to his name means he is a squad leader. He is supposed to be on the English team, but he's still currently sitting there as an Ottoman. For what reason, I do not know. I can only assume that the game possibly isn't letting him. Possibly. I'm hoping that's actually the case. Otherwise, he's sitting there looking silly. Okay. Okay, just double checking with team leaders right now if the 5-minute mark is going to be good for go time. Okay, all team leaders have agreed. 5-minute mark is good to go. So we've got 30 v 28. By the looks of it, one of the Elevate members has left. We've only got 28 on the Elevate side. I can only assume that is why Mutt has been stuck on that side. He hasn't been able to swap over due to team balancing, or what the game likes to call team balancing. We can only hope that he's going to be able to get back into the game and properly on the correct side. 9-1, let's go. Game on. Once again, kicking off with Zilrex, coming up to Objective E. One of the better players out there.
We have taken Objective Charlie.
Team Smug off to an early lead. They've got, no, they were about 3 tickets ahead. How far that's going to get them, I'm not sure. They seem to be overrun in the last round by quite a big stack, to be honest.
We have taken objective Duff.
Well, now that was an exciting kill. Let's see, the Team Elevate medic's going to come in, but they didn't. I'd like to say that was a surprise, but to be honest, that's no real surprise from any medic. I don't have much faith in medics. Very, very few medics out there actually do their job properly. It's a pet hate by some, and also the medics themselves have their own gripes against it. Being that I've been playing as a medic for the last week or so, I'm starting to understand the fact that quite often you will go and risk your life to revive somebody only to have them skip out at the very, very last second. And I can quite confidently say from quite a new medic's perspective, that is annoying as fuck.
We have taken objective Edward.
Using the Martini Henry, one of my favourite guns in this game, with the Masoko skin. Beautiful looking gun. It might not be the most accurate gun in the world, but it is a beautiful looking gun, and it definitely packs a punch. Anything over sort of 70 odd meters is usually a one-shot kill if you get them around the head-ish area.
Objective Edward.
It's a skillful gun, but it's also quite a fun gun to use. Smug have been a little bit cheeky here. They've gone behind their backs and taken objective E.
We have lost objective Duff.
Definitely something that gets under people's skin. You can see Scradwig over there. He's running as a scout this evening. Another one of the very, very skilled players from Team Elevate.
We are losing objective Edward. We have lost objective Charlie.
Some people love the map, some people hate the map. Definitely takes a certain play style to play this map. Not so good as an assault map so much, especially if you're a noob tube shotgun toting Bandorf, I guess you would say. Close combat isn't one of the greatest strengths of this map.
Edward. We are losing objective Duff. We have taken objective Charlie. We are losing objective butter.
Yeah, looks like Mutt's got back in finally. He's sitting right down the bottom. 0 kills, 0 deaths, 0 points. I dare say he's literally only just got back in.
Move it! Gas! Setting it down!
We have taken objective butter. We have lost objective Charlie. We have lost objective butter. We have lost objective Edward. We have lost objective Duff. We have taken objective butter. We have taken objective Duff.
A little bit tighter this round. 247 tickets for 249 tickets versus 399 at the 14-minute 18-second mark.
Objective butter.
It would appear that Smug currently have Objective Alpha. Team Elevate have Bravo, Charlie, Delta and Edward. Delta is contested quite heavily at the moment. It looks like it's going Smug's way.
We have lost
Edward, on the other hand, is definitely going to Team Elevate's way. Bravo might also be going to Smug by the looks of that quite quickly. 299 tickets versus 482 at the 16-minute and 5-second mark. Quite a battle going on there by the looks of that. It's actually quite amazing how accurate some of these automatic weapons are. Considering the time frame that they are meant to be based on. You can see that elevator concentrated around this area quite heavily. Smug are only just running into her around Charlie. Definitely the sort of point spread that they could come back from.
We are losing objective butter. We have lost objective butter. We have lost objective Charlie.
Those crutches strapped to his back don't seem to be slowing him down any.
We have lost objective butter. We are losing objective butter. We have lost objective butter.
The objective's been taken, man. Shit!
objective butter. We have lost objective butter.
Objective lost. We need to push harder.
Well and truly over the halfway mark here. We're looking at 505 tickets to 759 at the 22-minute mark. Team Elevate certainly motoring ahead with this. Once again, if behemoths were switched on in this server, Team Smug definitely would have had it by now. Well and truly. The rate Team Elevate are playing, I dare say it would have been destroyed by now as well.
Lost objective Charlie.
Wow. To be honest, just looking at that, I would hate to be there right now. Looks like Stradwick was in a little bit of a three-way right there. Didn't work out the best for him, but I'm sure he did rather well with it anyway. And boy, I'd hate to be those two right now. So as I was stating before, well beyond the halfway mark. In fact, we've probably only got a few minutes left in this round. At the 25-minute and 10-second mark, we're looking at 601 tickets versus 919. Team Elevate Esports have definitely taken this one by storm. As much as Team Elevate have slightly broken up here to go separate ways, it looks like they are fairly well planned out with their with which objectives each squad is going to aim for. Okay, just corresponding with team leaders currently, leaders from Smug and Elevate. Just explaining that it's not just a best of 3 rounds at the moment. What we're doing in the TCC is we're actually awarding points per round. So, being that Team Elevate have already won two maps out of this round, obviously they've got a point sitting there. They get an extra point if they win the third. So 3 of 3, they will actually get an extra point. They will come out with 2 points. But if Team Smug take out the third of the 3 rounds, even though they've already lost two of the maps in this round, they can still walk away with a point. So all is not lost. They do have the opportunity to make it up slightly. So let's see what happens. Just having a bit of a chat to them. I've just got results in from one of the other matches tonight, between the Anzacs and ABF1, I do believe. Apparently them smelly Anzacs have won. Fucking Anzacs, whoever heard of Anzacs? Anyway, no, I kid. Anzacs by nature and by spirit, the group themselves and everything about them, they are a great bunch of dudes. Except for that Willie, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's got an issue somewhere, but yeah, I'm just talking to Willie right now, actually. He feels quite bad because apparently they absolutely killed ABF1, and as everybody knows, I am one of the players for ABF1 and founder of the group. Murdered Caprice, come and destroy me on the battlefield sometime. I am a scrub, so don't feel too good about yourself when you do destroy me, but if I kill you back, you should really feel like shit. Just about to instruct these players to auto-balance themselves, and a 3-minute start. 3-minute start if possible. And I'm running out of ideas on how to defend ourselves against Willie and his Anzacs. I'm going to tell him, that's okay, bro. We obviously need more practice, and the only reason we lost is because I'm reffing a match instead of playing. Now, everybody knows that that's a lie, except for me. 3-minute start. We've got 10 seconds to go. Everybody, Smug and Elevate, are all in place exactly where they should be. 29 v 29. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom, off we go. Let's see what round 3 brings. This is usually the stage of the map where I'd be waiting for one of the Loveridge twins to come over top in a bomber. When you play with a certain group of people constantly, you sort of get to learn their mannerisms and how they go about things, and obviously taking down the...
We have taken objective Duff.
Oh wow, now I've never seen that before. That was so cool. Dropping the gate on an arty truck and destroying it. I'm impressed.
We have taken objective Edward.
But it is always good to be able to kick back and actually watch a match like this, where you have got some of not only the nation's but the world's highest ranked players. Quite a lot of them on both teams actually. And to watch their game style, how they go about themselves, and what they are actually doing is quite entertaining, and yeah, it teaches you a few bits and pieces.
We are losing losing objective Charlie.
Oh,
We have
that
lost
ended badly
objective
for you,
Duff.
buddy. Looks like Team Smug have come straight from down from Objective A. Obviously going for the jugular straight off the bat.
We have taken objective apples. We have taken objective Duff. We have lost objective Charlie.
Still reasonably close. 82 tickets to Smug and 90 or 101 to Team Elevate. Only 6 minutes and 30 seconds in. This is the opportunity for Smug to gain a point back and hopefully take something from this matchup tonight. As I stated right at the start of the rounds, though, this is being the first pair up of the whole lot. Each team has obviously got a point to prove, and so far it's looking like Team Elevate have quite a point to prove. Absolutely vicious with the way they're coming through. And the news of the front of ABF1 versus Anzacs. James Willie, aka Tinder Tuesdays, is telling me that we'll go good in our next match, ABF1 that is, because we have got the tough one out of the way first, aka the Anzacs. Now, I'd like to tell him he's wrong here at the moment, but
we are losing objective Duff.
Without watching it, I can't sort of gauge what the gameplay was like. But it's one of those things that I can't really contest at the moment.
We have taken objective Duff.
I must say a big shout out to all the teams playing in the TCC, obviously the Conquest Cup. as it is more affectionately known, held by the Anzacs. Without the Battlefield community and all the players involved, obviously something like the TCC could never take place. It's great to see that there is such an interest in it, even if it is just a video game.
We have lost objective Edward. We have lost objective Duff. We have taken objective Butter.
Smug are definitely putting up a fight at the moment. You've got 240 tickets versus 336. Smug are holding objective Alpha, Delta and Edward. They're slowly losing Delta. Team Elevate have got Bravo and Charlie, but they are also losing Charlie currently. So, again, this is a round that they can come back from. I wouldn't say quite easily, because we all know that's not the truth. When you get to this sort of stage in the game, it's never easy, but it is something that can be done. And most of us would have seen bigger comebacks. We'll just have to see if Smug can pull a rabbit out of a hat, so to speak. '29 v '29 again. It looks like Smug has lost a player. What's going on there? I'm not exactly sure.
Objective apples.
Battling for Edward at the moment, very heavily contested. Considering Elevate have got 2 heavy tanks here at Edward, and the meter is still mostly red. It's not looking promising for them at all, taking over Edward. They must have an awful lot of Smug players over here. As we just seen, one of them get thrown through the fence.
We have lost objective apples.
Smug players are spawning on each other somewhere here.
Objective Edward.
The bar still keeps going red, flicking up and down, but mostly red most of the time. It's quite heavily contested for this objective. And it is no longer contested whatsoever. Oh, no, it is. Showing as not contested again. That means all the Smug players that were in the area are now dead. We're looking at the 14 minute 25 second mark. You're looking at 306 tickets versus 500. Once again, Team Smug would well and truly have the behemoth if it was actually switched on in the server, but as per TCC ruling, there are no elite weapons kits, and there are no behemoths either. The Zilrex is going to be sniping with an AT rocket gun. Nah, he's gone back to the Scrub Eagle. No. Still got his rocket gun. I hope this actually streams in the same sort of quality as what I'm watching it in for those at home. The realism of this, of the gameplay itself is absolutely ridiculous how far it has come. Not only the surroundings and the buildings themselves, but the realism of the movement of the characters themselves.
We have lost objective butter.
Team Smug holding on to Alpha and Bravo. Team Elevate have Charlie, Delta and Edward currently. 350 tickets versus 654, 656 at the 17-minute mark. Looks like the boys at Bravo are in for a bit of a fight. Well, there you go, there's BK Arrow running support. It's obviously that he's quite versatile with different classes. I've only ever seen him play as a scout, but so far tonight, for the first time, I've seen him play as a medic and do quite well as a medic, and now he's playing as a scout, as a support unit, which again is something I haven't seen him play as before. And looks like he's doing rather well here as well. 34 kills, 6 deaths, 10,700 points. Very versatile player.
We have taken objective butter. We have lost objective Duff. We have lost objective Charlie. We have taken objective Charlie.
Elevate Esports currently holding objective A, which they have just taken. Objective Bravo and objective Edward. Charlie and Delta held by Smug. Slowly losing Charlie by the looks of it. 433 tickets versus 808 at the 20-minute mark. So the game's well and truly more than halfway over again. just judging by the scores, I have a funny feeling that Team Elevate Esports are going to take this out as 3 for 3, scoring themselves 2 points towards the TCC or the Conquest Cup tournament. That's a nice way to park a tank. Just got the nose hanging through. Right.
We have taken objective butter.
Very risky spot to have your head hanging through. That could have ended up being quite a bit of a streak there, but old JJ Big got in the road of it, as he often does.
We are winning.
Alpha currently held by Smug, Bravo, Charlie, Delta and Edward held by Elevate Esports. You're looking at 520 tickets versus 968 tickets at the 23-minute and 9-second mark.
We have taken objective butter.
It's pretty obvious now that Elevate Esports have done a clean sweep. 3 matches. They've completely taken this round by storm and by force. Good going, Elevate Esports. A special mention to Scradwig. Good game, mate. You fellas do alright. And that's the end of tonight's match, ladies and gentlemen. Elevate Esports have taken it out 3 for 3. That's 2 points awarded to Elevate Esports and 0 to Team Smug. Sorry, Team Smug. It looks like Elevate were the ones to bring the fire tonight. Better luck next time, and we hope to see you later on in the competition. I hope everybody enjoyed the live coverage tonight. Probably not so much the commentary. I'm quite a bit tired actually, and okay, I'm getting messages now. Why can't I join? I have no password. It's because it's actually closed and locked, mate. Sorry. We'll get back to you shortly. Thank you to all contestants tonight. Both teams, Smug and Elevate Esports, you both did a fantastic job. Elevate obviously coming out on top tonight. The server will be open from now on for people to practice, and I'm expecting to see the players quickly drop out as they're all scattered around, and it's just the same rotation over and over again as per TCC rules. So thank you to all that were watching. Stay tuned at a later date for the next lot of matches coming up. They will be entertaining, I can guarantee you that, and as the competition goes further and further, it is going to get harder and harder. This was a warm-up with the first round of the TCC, the Conquest Cup held by the Anzacs. So thank you very much, and we will see you next time.